Arthur's like, fuck you having a dog. Hello.
What's going on?
How are you?
Good to see everyone viewing, watching, discovering.
Good to see that you still can't pull bitches.
What is that, a jab? Is that a double jab?
That was a 1-2.
I know you watch the boxing anime, so what is that, a hook?
That's a 1-2. That's a hook to it. Spit on that thing.
No. I don't support that being said at all because of the fact that the person's becoming famous off just that.
Hook to spit on that thing.
The fact that she's getting paid tens of thousands of dollars for saying that once in 5 seconds. And they're like, yo, you want to star in your own reality show? From what? Like, the Bad Baby one makes sense because at least, like, it's her on Dr. Phil, a whole episode, it's a whole personality. It's not just random, you know what I mean? Even, what's the little kid who owns a bunch of houses? Jack Doherty. Like, he was on Dr. Phil before, too. But it made sense. Like, he has a whole personality, a lot going for him. But the fact that all you said was Hawk Tua and then your household name is terrible. The fact that they're like, yo, you want to star in this movie? Terrible. Really bad.
All right. But, you know, we're not going to start on a terrible note, so we'll...
Terrible?
Terrible. You ready to get ready with this pod? Get into it? Take a deep dive into life's mysteries?
Yeah, let's get started. A lot of stuff.
So, yeah, welcome back to QME podcast. Yeah, this is our 73rd episode. Can you believe that? We're almost there. We're almost at 100.
What happens after that?
We prestige.
Do we get rings?
Yeah, we turn into the Green Lanterns.
No, we get like service rings. Like, you know how someone works 25 years with a company and they get rings?
Yeah, we get rings like MJ.
It's probably just one ring. It's probably one each. But we'll see.
It's like Lord of the Rings.
We'll bring that up.
Like, we're gonna be fighting for the same ring.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, without further ado, yeah, this is your host Mo.
Already,
And yeah,
let's get started.
sit back, relax. I'm about to hit that intro music, so stay tuned for more.
So we're looking at the last 4 or 5 months of Biden. It's over.
Damn, you just went straight for it, huh?
Yeah. Couldn't wait. I had to bring it up. You know, Biden already forgot his presidency, these 3-4 years, and he might forget that he said that he's dropping out of the race for 2024, but he's dropping out. He said this is his last term. I don't even want to say it's been a good run. I don't think he said that because it wouldn't be true if he said that, but
It wouldn't be realistic.
it's been 3-4 years of him doing BS, forgetting stuff, not being able to form sentences on a regular basis. And now all of the Republicans and everyone who was putting money behind him, they all don't support him anymore. They knew 100%, you know, in every single metric, Trump is winning by a lot right now. So it's in a way where now they have to try to pivot. And if a different Democrat can come in, possibly win, that's what they're trying to do. But it's literally like, I think he's just forced into a corner. As soon as he has nobody supporting him with money, it's 90% of polls show he's losing by so much. Like he probably just had to be like, I got to drop out now.
I'm actually more concerned about after Trump becomes president, like how is the country going to react like after the next following 4 years?
I mean, it's just like anyone. Whether you like a president or don't, every 4 to 8 years, it switches. So it's like, it's anything. If they mess something up and the next president doesn't agree with it, they're going to switch. Like, they're going to switch back and forth. And so nothing is going to completely destroy America in 4 years, but there are definitely some strides that are going to go and take the other turn. Like, obviously, everything that Biden's done in terms of immigrants is going to do reverse. Everything's going to be undone in terms of that. The couple of gun laws that he put out, obviously, Trump's going to try to get rid of those because his big things are guns and, immigrants. Those are two of his biggest ones. So those are he's going to try to get those reversed. He's going to try to actually get rid of those.
So we're not going to speak about how Trump got, like, shot in the ear?
Like, for that, like, it almost seemed like it was fake the way it was. Because I thought it would be like even though, yes, somebody tried to shoot him, I thought it would be like more of like, not that he would die, but that more would happen. The fact that he only got pricked on the edge of his ear made it seem like a little like weird. Like almost like somebody planned it, even if it wasn't him. But then the fact that it's like, one or two people actually did die. Like there was a firefighter who was like a 20-year plus firefighter who died. So now it's like, okay, it seems like there's real aspects to it. But it does seem fake too. Like if you tried to kill someone, like they're saying he was trying to get shot in the head, but he turned more so it hit him in the ear. But even still, like when I saw that, I'm like, it only pricked like the edge, the outermost corner of your ear. Like that looked kind of crazy.
I mean, he got shot at like 3 times. But like the first one like hit his ear, then the other 2 like missed.
No, but he got shot and then it's like way after it, he already ducked and they shot like 5 extra times. Like it wasn't like boom, like it wasn't 2 shots after another. It was a shot and then way delayed, like 3 shots after he was already down.
I mean,
it was way after.
I mean, the dude was like 150 yards away, so it's like
But still,
I can understand why it took him like a minute for like. Actually, no. What am I saying?
But still, it's like it still seems suspicious though. Like luckily, obviously, not obviously, but I wouldn't want any, mayor candidate or president candidate to get shot, killed in any way, whether you thought they were good or bad. Because most times, like, people voted for them like that. Even if you support them or don't, like, the majority voted for that person and they won. So I wouldn't want them to die either way. But it definitely seemed crazy. And I'm like, whoa. Only pricked his ear. Like, for him to get that, they're saying that, too. He feels lucky and stuff like that. But, yeah, definitely a real person dying made it feel more like, okay, this is probably real. So that's before that, I was like, nah, I don't think it. I think it could be suspicious.
You're like, fuck this shit. Give me a second.
I was like, why did that give him so much support afterwards? I was like, he wasn't getting that kind of support until afterwards. He was getting it, but now it was like way more. It was like, oh wow, he survived that, and now it's shooting him up even more. But it definitely seems Biden is losing for sure. The thing is too, do you think Kamala has any chance? Kamala Harris, if she runs, do you think she has any chance?
Yeah, she's got a chance at sucking dick while she's going at it.
This is a presidential candidate. Would you like to rephrase your words?
Come suck this dick, bitch. No, I'm kidding.
That's inappropriate language, they call it. In the White House, they would say, you're getting deported. You lost your citizenship.
She did not get to where she was because of being a great politician.
But either way, you got to think about how the fact that you could say that, you could say presidential candidates, you could say fuck you and whatever you want. You go to Russia, Kim Jong-un, you go to South Korea, you go to these other places. When you go and you're like, yeah, fuck the leader, you die. They kill you the same day. They actually kill you, cut you up, and do crazy things.
Yeah, it's the same shit with Putin.
No, I said all of those. That's why I said a lot of places, any place with a dictatorship like that. But it really shows like there is freedom. The fact that you could say, even if you like Trump or not, you could say, oh, I wish he was dead, and nothing will happen to you. They actually will leave you alone. Like, that's sick. Like, to say that like that. And then they are tracking you in some sort of aspects, but they don't track you in a way like, oh, you said something I don't like, I have to try to do something to you or get you out of the country. They don't really do that here like these other countries. So we still have the freedom to believe what we want and everything like that. Kamala is probably going to be running against Trump, but that'll be even worse than Biden. I think she's going to get even less votes than Biden. So I think, and even him, it was obviously that Trump was going to beat him. So now I think it's locked in. They're going to have to start planning. Democrats are going to have to start planning for after. They're going to have to start planning for 2028. 2024 is already over. It's done.
That is true.
It's done. Just gather all their resources and put them towards the election after this one. And get a candidate who, I don't know who the next candidate will be, though, at a Democrat.
Honestly, yeah. I'm not. Oh, Michelle Obama?
No. Nah, I don't think she never even wanted that either. And she's not, she has nothing to do with that. She's never been a governor or any of those other things. It's not like it has nothing to do with Clinton. And
No, but still, like, she went to Harvard Law and all that shit, so she can technically still become president and all that.
Because you went to Harvard Law, you should be president?
Yo, immediately.
No, that's not even a thing.
Harvard is the most prestigious school in the world, so if you just mention Harvard, they'll just be like, all right, here you go.
No.
For something, like, let's say you went to Harvard for law and then you decide to study art.
Now, I only look at policies I care about, but only thing I will say...
Just because you didn't go to Harvard does not mean you have the same authority as somebody from Harvard, so...
All I know is if Bernie wants to run again, I might actually vote for him this time. But he has to promise free college out of the gate. If I don't get free college out of the gate, I don't care.
Bro, what the fuck? You're already out of college. What the fuck are you talking about free college for?
You have college debt, dummy. Free means the debts that you have.
You have college debt.
So you don't have any college debt.
No, I'm not talking about me. We're talking about
you. have college debt, okay? You stupid ass idiot.
No.
We all have college debt.
No. We're talking about
They're
you.
going to be forgiven.
No, we're talking
They're
about
going to
you.
be forgiven. That's the point.
We're talking about you now.
Free college is both. It's people in college and people with debts that get forgiven.
I get it. You don't want to pay that debt.
And you do.
Yeah, I'm serving my country back. Here you go. Paying for my education, my labor.
Okay. So that's the point. Like, that's the only thing I could get out of this situation now. Like, if Biden would have given us, like, forgiving a lot of the loans like he was trying to do, that would have helped. At least saying that aspect's gone. So that's why the only thing, like, I feel strongly about anybody. But if Bernie trying to get some of these loans forgiven, I don't have a crazy amount either. Like, it's to a point where in the next 10 years, like, mine's going to be really, really low. But if he wants to forgive some of that, there's still time. So that's the only thing I could say for now. Everyone else, like, there's no one else, I think, off the bat who I could say is going to be, like, a formidable candidate. Like, if it's Hillary again, I think Hillary would lose again.
Fuck Hillary, bro.
She's a top 3 or 5, like, in that for Democrats now. But still, like, she would lose again. So it's like, I don't think there's a purpose of that. So I don't know who else to say for Democrats as the next person. There's more so, like, Republican ones I could say now. But I can't say that many Democrat ones I think would win.
Anyways, enough about politics, because, I felt like the people understood.
Feel like they understood? Yo.
I feel like they got your point of view now.
Try to get some free college. That's what I'm pointing out. And it's over. Like, it's over.
Did you hear that, I don't know if this is true or not, if Tom Holland proposed to Zendaya?
I mean, I wouldn't know if that was true or not, but, I mean, is that good?
It's good for Tom. Not good for the rest. No,
Like, I don't care about celebrity relationships, though. Like, I've never seen one and be like, oh, wow, J-Lo's with Ben Affleck. Like, I don't care.
Yo, Peter Parker got MJ, bro.
Nah, I don't care. I don't care about any celebrity relationships, to be honest. Like, obviously, they throw them in your face at every corner for the top celebrities. But I've never seen one and be like, I care about this celebrity relationship. Especially because there's things you don't even know. There's a lot of ones that are fake. A lot of ones where they just do certain things to make their careers go forward. But even in general, too, like, I don't care about that. I'll like a celebrity, but if that celebrity's marrying someone or dating someone, I don't. That to me, I don't care. Like, if Tom didn't marry Zendaya, were you gonna throw your name in the hat?
Nah, it's not like Zendaya's gonna catch my attention.
Yo!
I'm gonna catch her attention.
Zendaya said she was gonna marry Tom. Mo's gonna respectfully remove his name from the hat.
From the ballot.
No more dancing. Drop it out of the dance. But if they get divorced, throwing the name back in the hat. So that's the thing about that. It's like,
Yeah, I'm immediately gonna break up the current relationship that I'm, like, in at the time, and I'll be like, yo, I'm sorry, babe. Zendaya is like back on the market.
Yeah, you know the list that people have where they're like, yeah, if this celebrity hits them up, you could do whatever.
Drake.
What the hall pass, right?
Yeah.
That's what they call it. You're like, yeah, if Zendaya calls me, I don't care if we were married for 30 years, we're getting a divorce. You're like, but we have 3 kids. But this is Zendaya. Do you know who that is? Have you watched Euphoria? Have you Shake It Up?
Have you seen Spider-Man?
Yeah. If you haven't, watch it. And then reconvene.
Have you seen Dune? Come on.
Dune 2?
Dune 2, yeah.
Dune 3 soon when it comes out? Like, come on, bro, stop it. Like, you got Zendaya over here. Like, that's gonna do it. There'll be hope for you, right? If you're like, oh, Zendaya's newly single, you'll be like, there's a chance. It's not no chance. It's a little bit of a chance.
I mean, if you become like incredibly famous, there might be a chance.
She might be like, she finally sees you for who you are.
Too bad I'm not British, so.
A smart, independent man who don't need no woman, but wants one.
Yeah, I'm tired of like going out to clubs.
You want to be single, right? Yeah, I know. I said you want to have a wife, right?
I'm ready to settle down, start a family.
Oh, start a family and a picket fence
And a picket fence.
that you could paint.
And watch my little Rugrats run around.
And weekends will only be for family trips and yard work.
And laundry.
And you're gonna have jeans that have paint stains on them because you keep changing the color of everybody's room.
Yeah, because like my kid is like coloring on the wall. So
No, because you have indecisive kids who were like, "Daddy, I want a pink wall. I want a blue wall. I want to." This week it's green. I gotta color it again. Gotta keep painting and repainting it.
If your kid starts coloring on the walls, would you be upset?
What am I supposed to do? They're creative at that age. He could be a Picasso, you know? You're ruining his juices. He could be a Picasso. He's making a mural. Look at him. Look at Tommy. He's making a mural in the living room.
Yo, I can make that into an NFT and sell that shit.
He's making a mural on the whole wall. Look at him. He did half. He's going to do the other half tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to sell those pictures to Gary Vee, and I'll be like, yo, you got to turn these into NFTs so that we can make millions off of it. And
No, you're just going to invest. If you sell it to him well enough, he'll invest in it, and you're going to do the work.
No. I need Gary Vee to do the work.
He doesn't do the work. He invests. He believes.
So he's just a
Investor.
He's just a rich ass investor.
I mean, yeah, he's an investor. First, you're broke, you invest, you make money, and then you're rich. And then you invest. You continue to invest.
And then you invest some more.
But yeah, that's what people do because it's hard. You got to realize, too, if you're an investor, you can invest in 1 million businesses. If you own a business and you work on it, you can only work on that business. Maybe one other one. But people really say you can only take care of one business. Too much work to take care of.
One business at a time, please.
You know? So that's why. And then as you scale and become an investor, you don't have to be as involved. It's way easier to just say, oh, Apple is doing its thing. Let me just put money into Apple. Or Uber is doing its thing. Let me put money into Uber. Way better than you doing your own thing, doing that grind every day. You don't want to do all that. It's not going to last. But yeah, you said you're looking for a woman. Are you an eligible bachelor? Are you trying to be on Love Island?
Why is everybody fucking talking about Love Island?
Because that's the new show. Nobody watches Bachelor or Bachelorette. It's all I hear is Love Island.
Love Island, Love Island.
They're like, there's this island, right? And there's like 20 eligible singles, right? And they all have sex and cheat on their partners. And that's the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry I cheated on you, Billy. Like, Dan just had a huge dick.
They're like, he slept with Ashley yesterday and tried to sleep with me today. Isn't that weird?
And I let him.
He's a jerk.
But I kind of love him for it.
But he's so handsome, too. I hate him. But also, he's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's like very just like toxic shit.
That's the stupidest thing. The people will be arguing all the time, but they'd be like, oh no, we've been together for 7 years. This is just how we play. get aggressive, argue, and fight. And that's a good relationship. We get it all out.
We get married, we have a kid, and then we divorce after 3 years.
They're like, oh, you have a black eye. I mean, who hasn't given their partner a black eye, though, you know? When you love something, sometimes you have to fight them. Sometimes you have to beat them up.
No.
If you love something,
Nope. No.
sometimes you got to go a couple rounds.
That's some falsified information that Arthur's giving you right there.
If you love someone and you're both angry, sometimes it's got to be fight night, you know?
No, it's called resolving your issues by like talking.
It's called may the best man or woman win.
He's like, yo, strap up your gloves. We're fighting.
You know Mortal Kombat? Fight.
Fatality.
So that's all you need to do sometimes. Sometimes you just got to let it out and it helps people. But it's not for everybody.
I feel like it only helps you.
No, it's a good release for everyone.
Release?
Releases anger.
What kind of release are you looking for?
The fighting kind, adrenaline.
The one that involves your fists?
Kicking too. Anything is legal.
He's like kicking and clawing.
Yeah, all fighting is legal. So that's not a problem. But yeah, you're gonna be out the market, right? You said the streets they're too cold. They're not like you remember they are, or they're just too old.
I'm just taking a break.
You're taking a break from the streets
Yeah.
so that you can find your Cinderella.
So I can just reevaluate my life because of where I'm at and what's going on personally. But we're gonna bounce back.
So you'll be withdrawing your name for personal reasons
Yeah, because I don't have funds
to support that addiction.
to support my my true dreams of becoming a straight menace.
That's a little confusing. But yeah, you're going to be taking a break, which is good. Reassessing your situation. It's good to hear, you know.
But yeah, speaking about a break, we'll cut back. We'll rehydrate. We'll come on,
Halftime. Take a quick halftime and reconvene.
If you see me trailing off, you gotta
Back to the scheduled program right after the break. News night at 5.
See, where the fuck were you when I needed you immediately? You just let me fumble, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna take over because this kid's fumbling.
We're going to be right back after this.
No, fuck you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope that break was good for you. Hope you did everything you needed to do, because this is going to be the second part, the conclusion, part 2. This is where it all comes down to, you know? This is what everyone really comes to. It's always about the end part.
See, I'm finally glad you're picking up the slack. You're actually being a good host.
You ruined my momentum. All right. Sometimes you got to shut up and let someone work, because you ruined the momentum.
You're like, shut up and let me win.
You just ruined the momentum. It's just we're working with you. You know.
It's
Got to work with you.
It's a work in progress.
Sort of. Needs a lot of work. Rough around the edges.
Speaking about work, or in better terms, who's putting in the work? Team USA for basketball.
So yeah, that last game they won by 1 point.
South Sudan really put them on their toes. What can we say?
They don't even have indoor basketball courts.
We
South
thought
Sudan.
we thought that they were the dream team, but you know they almost got whooped. So
You know who's one of the best players from South Sudan in the NBA, like all time?
No.
Luol Deng.
Doesn't he play for the China League now?
I don't know where he is. I don't think he plays at all. But Luol Deng. Y'all lost to the country of Luol Deng.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he plays for
No.
the CBA.
No. One of the presidents of he does a lot of stuff for South Sudan. He doesn't play basketball anymore. For a long time he hasn't. But yeah, that's crazy because they really lost to a bunch of people knew but nobody knew. And for them to only win by 1 point is like crazy. Now, this isn't like it didn't actually start yet. It's still like the prelims and stuff like that. But still, like you can't let that happen. That's crazy.
You think Kobe is proud of this?
It's not the actual game. But like they got people who are like way too good to be losing like that.
I feel like whenever the USA like plays like in the Olympics, I feel like they always take it easy on the other teams for like no reason.
I mean, it's the same thing too. Most of the NBA players don't even like going to the Olympics. Like they want the break and stuff like that. It's only because they've been losing sometimes, being second, third, different things like that. So they've started bringing more people now. But still, like they still are lazy in the games for the most part. They don't really care. So now when you see them, it's like, yo, you really are down? Like y'all were down by almost 20 to South Sudan? That's crazy. But it's not a fact that like the talent is like matched. It's just the fact that USA doesn't try, and then it makes them look dumb sometimes. Like,
USA, you got to try harder, my friend.
Like you're supposed to beat them by 40, 50, 60. So you shows that, oh yeah, it's a completely different level of skill.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why are they taking it so easy, though?
Oh, they're not supposed to be like, oh man, it's just a practice game. Do whatever you want.
Bro, if basketball is one of our nation's, like, top sports, like, shouldn't we be good at that sport?
No, but it's anything Olympics. Like, for Olympics, the other teams are supposed to try. Like, you want to win by as much as you can in the Olympics, but it's just, like, only for basketball, they have a thing where they don't try at all. So that happens way too much for basketball, which is funny because basketball is supposed to have, the widest gap out of all of them. And then because they don't actually do stuff, the best players a lot of times don't play, which I understand too. Like, if you could have your full summer off, like why people choose to have the full summer off instead. So it makes sense for them to do that. But in terms of like watching, doing Olympics, going to different countries, like you don't get to enjoy it as much because of that. Like they're supposed to be going crazy. Like you're supposed to see them and say, "Oh, this is another dream team." But nah, they playing really terrible.
Very.
So, I mean, they still probably will win a gold medal, but it is a chance that they might lose. Like they could be second or third. There's a chance of that happening. Just like the other FIBA year where Canada was like third and another team was first. So there's definitely a chance of USA being second or third. Have you looked at all the teams? Like out of the countries, is there like another country you saw that you're like you think this one or two could possibly like win or be second?
Probably Spain.
Like, okay, Spain. I would say like France and Canada, because France still has Wemby, has Gobert, has Evan Fournier. It has a decent amount of like. It has Nick Batum also, so it has like 6, 7.
I could see Canada. I can see Canada.
And then Canada is good too. Has SGA from the Thunder. Still has I always forget that defender who's on the Rockets now.
What about Serbia?
Nah, Serbia is bad. Serbia is just joking. Like it's not like other ones that have a couple. Serbia is only joking, so they suck. Like you're not gonna win with one player, and Serbia is terrible. Same thing with what is it, Latvia or wherever Luka's from? Is it Latvia?
Latvia?
Yeah, one of those, right?
Or Yugoslavia?
Nah.
No, I think it might be Latvia, right?
Yeah, I think that's it. But it's only Luka. Like Luka's the only one there, so it doesn't matter how he plays. The team sucks. Same like Giannis too. He's the only person for Greece. Everyone else sucks compared to the NBA players. So there's nothing that they could do. France, and Canada are the closest. Like they actually play and
actually Luka's from Slovenia.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, a little different, but that's it too. Like the whole teams are garbage. So it's they just can't do anything about that. But when you have 8 NBA players, like even if they're not the best, like if they play good and they actually try, like they have a chance of winning. Like any NBA team, it doesn't matter what team it is. Like the Pistons, even though the Pistons suck compared to the other teams, they still every game they play, there's a little chance they could win. So that's kind of what's happening for some of those teams that have more players and stuff, more NBA players. But Canada for sure is like, that one's probably the best one. France, I would say, is second. So let's see. USA gets a gold medal or if they're going to fall short. If they fall short, it's gonna look really bad. So if USA loses, LeBron is not top 5 because he can't beat South Sudan. That's what they about to be saying. LeBron, you can't even beat China. You can't even beat Dylan Brooks in Canada. You trash.
You ass.
Jordan would never do that. Matter of fact, Jordan would have shot with 2 balls.
And blind.
Jordan would have shot 40 for 40, actually. You know what?
Without looking.
Jordan would have went and said, look, guys, we not going to lose. And they would have won. But LeBron don't got it like that. That's the problem. LeBron too soft. He don't fight them. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's doing bullshit. He's just throwing chalk up in the air and shit, and then that's
He
it.
doesn't call them out. He doesn't say, KD, what the hell is you doing? You know? He doesn't go up to Ant and say, Ant, are you drunk? Play the game of basketball. He doesn't look at Tatum and say, Tatum, you just won a ring. It don't look like it.
This isn't going to be the LeBron that was looking at J.R. Smith when he was like, what the fuck are you doing?
LeBron looks like Drew Holiday, and he's like, you're doing what you're supposed to do. He's actually been playing good defense and doing what they expected him to do. But Embiid, he's like, Embiid, you're not injured. Stop pretending. Play the game. Play the game of basketball. AD, what the hell is wrong with you? Keep playing like this, you can't come back to LA. We're going to trade you.
We'll bring Bronny in.
Trade you back to the Pelicans.
Yeah, we'll get
Trade you for Zion.
we'll get Bronny back.
They already have Bronny. He gonna average 8 points, 4 rebounds in the G League. I don't think he'll get any. Yeah, will he play any games? I think he'll play a couple games at the end of the season. I don't think they're gonna let him play like any of the main games of the season. It's probably gonna be towards the end. If they already have a secure playoff spot, like 7, 8, 6 or something, they'll probably start letting Bronny play those ending games. But till then, like Bronny, we could laugh and say whatever, but like at the end of the day, he's a 55th overall pick who's LeBron's son. If you weren't LeBron's son, you were not getting drafted. Like 100%. Like we already know that.
Yeah, that's
He can't really shoot that good. He can't dribble. He's not an elite dribbler. He is a good defender, but he's 6'1", so he's not that good a defender. When JJ Redick is like, oh, I think Bronny could be like as good a defender as Lou Dort. Like Lou Dort, off day one was an elite defender, one of the best defenders, and he's like what 6'7" probably.
We just got to give Bronny some time to cook.
No, Bronny is 6'1". Like to compare him to Lou Dort, who's like 6'7", and from off rip was always a good defender. Like he's just making those weird comparisons for no reason. Like I don't know why they always do that. The person who played no games, they're like, if he's really good, I think he could be LeBron. And it's like, yo, it's been one day. You don't have to compare it to the best defender in the league, like one of the best defenders already. Like let him play, and then say like in the future he could be good. But they got to do all this stuff. Be like, I think he could be the best defender in the league. I'm like, no. I watched some of those summer league games. Besides steals and a couple blocks, he was not stopping nobody. Every player who's 6'8" is doing whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 6'1", so I'm confused what they're saying about lockdown defender. But yeah, it's just something to do for now. And it's a 55th overall pick. That's why it doesn't matter. Like they could take a chance on Bronny because you're keeping LeBron happy, and Bronny isn't garbage. Like he could still play with college players and he's okay. He's not bad. But it's just like when you go to the NBA, he's not good. Like all the, talk that they do about him is as if he's good. Like he's all right. He all right. You know what I'm saying? He all right. He not nice. He all right. So that's the only thing with that.
Just give him a few years.
But if he does end up good, or even like a decent player, if he could average like 10 points plus and maybe get like 2 steals, that'd be very good. If he could get like some sort of decent production.
All right, if you can get some threes in.
If he could average 10 points.
15.
15 is too much. You only need 10. If
12.
he can get 10 points.
12 points.
Because he's not a good offensive player.
Not yet, but I'm saying like I feel like he would get like 12.
I think like 10. If he get 10, that's good. There's 50 million things that need to happen for him to get 50.
12 points, 8 rebounds.
No. He's 6'1".
25 assists.
Who's he getting 8 rebounds over?
25 assists, right?
25 assists for the whole season. That's probably, yeah, I believe that. That's like 0.5 assists per game, right? So he could probably do that, but more likely, like if he can get 8 to 10 points, get a couple steals, that's good.
He's cooking, yeah.
He's enough that they're like, okay, he's useful. You know, he's actually a piece, and it's not bad. Just like when you go to the Heat, like nobody looks at Haslam and says Udonis Haslam is amazing. Like he there, like he gonna give you like 5 rebounds, maybe 6 to 8 points, and then he plays some defense. He's still a piece that you have. Like they could say, oh, he's a decent piece. He's not bad. So that's why I think Bronny could be. At his best, I think he could be like an 8th man. Maybe gets like 20 to 30 minutes, averages like 10, maybe 4. Maybe even 4 rebounds. I think he can get up to 3 or 4 rebounds possibly. The ones that he chases down, just like when Pat Bev used to get a lot more rebounds because he chased them down, and then he can get like a couple steals, couple blocks. He could do that.
Exactly.
But other than that, no. Like he doesn't have. Right now, there's 0% like star potential in him right now. And if somebody tells you there is at this point, they're just lying to you. there's nothing star potential, even 1% that you see right now. It's not true. It's literally just because it's LeBron's son. Like, don't do that. Don't do that just because it's LeBron's son.
Yo, Bronny?
Don't do that.
Yo, MVP this year.
He can't even be MVP of the G League. So what are we talking about?
No, he's gonna be winning a chip his first year in.
The Lakers aren't good enough.
This is when LeBron is actually gonna go try hard.
Nah. The only thing, like, they still need more players. Their team is not good enough. But I think maybe this year or next year, they definitely have to make a couple big moves.
This is when Bronny gets traded from the Lakers.
Because they still only have, like, 4 players. Like, the only players they really need are LeBron, AD, Austin Reeves, and, like...
And Bronny James.
That team not good. That team is not good.
You know what they're missing?
They need a good point guard.
His name starts with...
They need to trade D'Angelo Russell for somebody.
His name starts with Kyrie and ends with Irving.
Nah, he already re-signed for a big contract and just went to the championship. He's done. Like, they can't... There's nothing they can do. Like, that's a 0% trade for a team that just went to the championship and then added Klay Thompson. That's a 0%.
So the Mavs have a chance.
They need somebody. Like, obviously, they just went to the championship.
So the Warriors are just kicking rocks at this point.
How? Like, what did they get? They lost Klay and got Buddy Hield.
Oh, Buddy? Yo, Buddy's good, though.
Maybe you could say him and Klay are like close to the same now. But even if you said that, with that, they still lose. Like, they're not better. Now,
Draymond still sucks.
Right now, if anything, they're the same as last year. And last year, they didn't make the playoffs. So what do you think they're going to do this year? Nothing. They said they're trying to get Lauri Markkanen. But if they got him, like, yes, they'd be better, but they still are not a good team. Like, they're still not that good.
If they got Russo? They got Russo?
What?
Russo.
Who?
Plays on the Bulls. Anthony Russo?
Nah, they need some big changes. And yeah, they have to start acting like Draymond good. Draymond sucks.
Draymond sucks, bro.
So they just need a lot of stuff. It would be better, really, if Steph left. Like, now's the point now that I think the Warriors are going to be like not a trash team, but they're going to be like a 10 to 12 team for like a good amount of time. Like,
no,
at this point, I think
didn't you hear Curry's trying to be like a lifetime Warrior? Like he doesn't want to leave the Warriors?
I mean, that's stuff that they said before. It doesn't matter. Everyone says that, and then years pass, you leave. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, tell that to LeBron.
And Klay left, you know what I mean? Draymond might leave too. Who knows? If anyone is dumb enough to give him that much money again. But now I think Steph probably should leave, though. If he wants to try to get another ring, he's going to have to leave. Because now that it's not Steph and Klay, I don't think anybody good is going to, like, be a free agent and go to the Warriors anymore. I think Steph should go to a different team. Like, after this contract gets to the end of it, I think he should leave.
If you made it this far into the episode, just make sure you leave a comment down below of...
You think anybody got a... Do you think the 76ers are better than the Celtics yet? Yeah, same thing too. But the thing is, like, it doesn't matter. They still had the best year when they had Jimmy. That was the best chance they had. But no matter what they do every single year, Embiid gets injured every single year, so it doesn't even matter. You know it's going to get to that point where he gets injured, but even when he doesn't get injured, they still don't make it to the finals, so it's really done.
Two underdogs I want to see make it this year, or like a little further, is the Knicks and the Heat.
The Knicks are, in fact, I put the Knicks second. I think the Knicks are better than the Sixers.
The Sixers, yeah, of course.
So yeah, probably Celtics, Knicks, Sixers. Those are the only three out of the East.
What about Heat?
No, the Heat, they didn't add anything. They're gonna be bad, not bad, but they're gonna be okay. They're always gonna be a team that's 7, 8 seed at best, and then there's zero chance to go into the finals. Especially now, the Celtics are so much better now, so it's not a good look for them. When you add Porzingis for nothing, you add Jrue Holiday, like, you're done. The Bucks got so much worse, and then after the Heat, they're not adding anything either. The Heat had a chance to add DeRozan. If they added DeRozan, maybe. But without that, nah, I don't see anything for them to do. And Kyle Lowry, too, I'm pretty sure he's not there either. He's going to go somewhere else. So they're just going to be away, they're not going to be as good of a team this year. So, yeah, only those three. It's going to be Celtics, Knicks, or Sixers. That's it. West is a little bit more, a little bit more open. Like, people would probably say the Mavs first. That's the safe one to say. Probably still is Mavs first.
Probably Clippers.
No.
Kidding.
But, yeah,
Pacers.
West.
Oh, yeah, Pacers in the East.
Kings added DeRozan, but it's not enough to make them amazing, so it doesn't really...
You think the Rockets might ever get a chance again?
They still need a lot of years. Oh, no, it's going to be... It probably would be Thunder. Thunder lost last year, but this year they have a chance to learn from that and possibly go to the finals. So I think that I would say Mavs, Thunder, and then third I would say Nuggets again. Even though the Nuggets have lost a couple people, they still are like a top 3 in the West.
What about the Jazz?
No. Jazz suck. Oh, no, Timberwolves again.
What about Toronto?
Toronto's in the East.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's one of the...
I'm confusing myself, yeah.
But, yeah, definitely, I forgot to say, the Timberwolves again. But the Timberwolves, I almost feel like they were so good last year, but it's not going to repeat this year. Like, I feel like they're going to be a little worse this year. So that's why I would kind of put them not right there.
What about the Grizzlies?
No. They're just not a good enough team. Without Ja, they suck. And with Ja too, it's too one person dominated. They're just not.
It's just one man, yeah.
They could be a top 6 team, but they're not good like that. Like the Mavericks are way better, So that's what I would probably say.
But yeah, we're gonna
Mavericks, Thunder, Nuggets, Timberwolves. Everyone else, they not competing.
We're gonna wrap up this episode now.
On a good note.
On a good note. Cobra Kai last season's out.
First half of the last season. Because now they don't release full seasons. They do half of it in another half. Waste your time.
Yeah, just to keep you engaged. Just to keep you subscribed for like 4 more months.
Just so they give you a reason to keep paying for Netflix.
Yeah.
Because they know if they release that's how shitty Netflix is now. That they got to release the seasons in halves. Because if they released a full season of something, they know their programming is so bad that you would just cancel it and then get it back later.
I mean, if they release episodes weekly, I wouldn't mind that.
But Netflix has never been one to do that. Did they used to do that for House of Cards or no?
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the only thing. They've never done it for anything else.
I think for like Netflix approved shows, it's like, yeah.
No, but they've never done it anything else. So it's like it's just not something that works for them. And people don't really want, like, Netflix is made on binging. Hulu, Max, other things are like, they have a lot of weekly shows, so they do put things weekly. But Netflix that's never been like their demographic. They want you to binge something for 30 episodes, 50 episodes, so different approach to it. But yeah, you watch those first 5 episodes, you feel like, was it on, what is it, the 6th season, right?
Yeah.
You think it's on par with the first 5?
No, I felt like it got a lot more stupider.
A lot worse?
A lot. I mean, I liked it, but it's like maybe for you, you're just going to say, nah, this shit looking stupid as fuck.
But what is it? It's flipping to silver still, right? It's gonna be.
Nah, it's flipping back to crease for the final time.
But yeah, they do too much back and forth. It's like the crease is the main bad guy.
Nah, they always like they flip it back to crease and then they always bring like Miyagi into it. They're like, oh my god, like I can't do anything without Mr. Miyagi, blah blah blah.
But yeah, so let us know how y'all feel about that. That show's about to be done. The only second season I'm waiting for is Squid Game, which I do believe they're gonna ruin, and the second season will be so much worse than the first one. But I hope. And you remember? I don't know if you remember. You remember the first Squid Game season? The old guy who was the old player who made it to the end too, right?
Yeah, player number 1.
Yeah. Did you hear about the thing with him?
Yeah, he is player 495.
What? No, that in real life.
Oh, he died?
No, he's like he has like a lot of like child like pornography like cases and stuff.
Oh shit!
He said
no,
like
I
a
didn't
lot
hear
of
that.
cases
What
were
the
brought
fuck?
against him. So he's done. He probably won't be involved in the thing at all. But like they said that like he had a lot of things that like brought his credibility all the way down. I think that was like a couple years ago. But they said all these things came out about him, where people are accusing him of all these things.
This is back in what,
With
South
mine?
Korea?
I mean, yeah, wherever he's from, but yeah, all these things are coming out, so he's not going to be able to be. He definitely won't involve him. He died in the first season, though, right? He died in the hospital, so it would have been gone anyway. But I was just bringing that up that it was like a weird thing that he was, a top 5 known person on that show, and then he had all those things come out. But yeah, the second season is obviously going to be what's the main guy, Jun Lee, whatever. I think that's the right way. But he dyed his hair red. I never forgot that, but. He's gonna be going to try to stop like the next year of the game, so that's what it's gonna be about. And
Yeah, he's going to John Wick it.
let's see.
He's going to turn to John Wick himself.
But it'll be entertaining to watch still because of the concepts. Like that was the thing. Like I didn't expect it to be number 1 on Netflix, but seeing the trailer, like they did the trailer in a way where, oh yeah, you're clearly gonna see this. Like, anybody who watches the trailer for Squid Game was going to watch Squid Game. That's the thing that I give them. Like, I was like, oh, this. I was like, oh, y'all killed it. Like, most times you watch a trailer, the trailer doesn't really make you want to watch something. It's something you're already interested in, and it's just like, all right, I'm going to watch it anyway.
I bet.
Like, you wanted to watch Deadpool for the longest. None of those Deadpool trailers is amazing. You already wanted to watch Deadpool and Wolverine, and you're like, all right, I'm going to watch it regardless. But that Squid Game trailer, oh yeah, you was like, yeah, I'm watching this. That's a good trailer.
Keep your calendar open Friday because we're going.
Comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap up this pod. Don't forget to follow, sub to our channel as always.
And sub up in all the multiverses, all the different universes. Sub in all of them.
Yeah, because we're also doing the same shit in a different.
And if it's a variant, sub with the variant too.
So yeah, without further ado, I guess Arthur's going to take control of this.
Yeah, we're calling this an episode. We'll be back next week. We're going to be back on schedule. We've been off schedule for a while, but it's going back to it. So stay tuned. Next week we'll have another one. But we are coming to a close on this episode. It's been Artie.
Mo,
As always, quit making excuses.
get on your grind.
Yeah, I needed some water. That's why I tripped over a couple words.
You should have been like.
That's why I paused, caught my breath, and then I hopped back into it.